Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Sunday reset video. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video we are going to be taking down all of my Valentine's decor and getting the house decorated again for this time in between seasons. This was actually filmed a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to take this all down before Michaela's birthday party. She didn't want a bunch of Valentine's decor up while we were having her birthday party, so I filmed this before that, took all of it down, and I was so terrified, you guys, that you weren't going to have a video today because we are actually on our way to Disney World for our family vacation, and I'm editing this from the hotel room. And my files were not working, so some of them look a little bit funky, or some of them actually didn't make it into the video because the files were corrupted. So I'm sorry the video is short, but still glad I'm able to give you some cleaning motivation on this wonderful Sunday. There's my kitty cat Tallulah in the background. She's checking it out. Everybody was having a lazy Sunday on the sofa today. All 4 kitties are there, which I think you'll end up seeing before the end of the video. The first piece of decoration I'm going to be using is this Better Homes and Gardens planter holder. I picked this up at Walmart. It was $20, and I thought that it wasn't only cute, but it was going to be a great functional piece to get my giant mama pothos off the floor. This pothos I have had for years, probably a good 5 years or so, and it has literally birthed so many of my others, probably almost all of my others that look like this have come from this pothos. So I'm taking out the plastic liner from the inside because I'm not actually planting anything in this planter, and the pot that my pothos is in has some self-watering at the bottom, so it kind of stores extra water. So I didn't need all of that, but I, again, like I said, found this at Walmart. I found it in the section where you have all of the pots and everything. So kind of like by the outdoor section, but right inside. And I saw it and was instantly in love. I will say the color is not my favorite. I do wish it was a little bit warmer, but I do love that it's up and off the floor, and it gives my pothos an opportunity to grow more. I feel like it wasn't growing longer anymore because it was just kind of laying on the ground. So I'm so glad that I was able to find this. I've got this little trellis here. This is from the dollar section at Target. I picked it up last spring, but it does help to kind of just train the leaves a little bit as they grow. And if you are looking to have some plants in your home, but you're afraid of what to get, or that you might kill it, a pothos is the perfect plant to start with. Not only are they really pretty, but they grow very full and long. They require next to no care. I have one literally growing in my bathroom, the powder room, with no sun whatsoever. I bring it out, I let it get a few hours of sun once or twice a month. If I forget to water them for a week or 2, it's okay. They are such easy plants to take care of, and they're wonderful for propagating. So if you're looking to start some plants, definitely start with a pothos. If you do have kitty cats that eat your plants, you don't want to have one of these, or keep it put away because they are toxic to kitty cats. But luckily my cats do not eat anything. I'm really lucky. So love, love, love this piece. I think it just looks so pretty here in the living room. Next up, I'm just going to work here on the sideboard. I'm taking down all of the pieces that are Valentine's Day, and I'm replacing them with just this cute little stand here, which is actually from Hobby Lobby, and I've got that pothos plant there in one of the Walmart planters I picked up from last year. And I'm going to add in some new wax melts some more wax melts to my burner here. These are also from Walmart. They are the sugared lavender and fig. They smell so good, and it's currently what I already have in here, so I'm just adding some more. And I love these. They're affordable and they smell really nice, and I think they just really fill the room. I also picked up these new pillows from TJ Maxx. They were $25 each, and I'm so bummed I was only able to find 2, but I am keeping my eye out for another one. I've been searching Home Goods and Marshalls because, you know, they all have the same stuff. So keeping my eye out. If you've got a really cute ticking stripe on them, I just think they're so pretty. They are beyond comfortable, and I just wanted something that was going to bring a little bit more color to the sofa. So I thought maybe I'd put them together since there's only 2 of them, but that did not look right. So I did kind of spread them out. I put them both on the shorter side of our sectional because that's what you see from other parts of the house, where if I had put it, you know, over by the chase where my orange kitty is laying, you're not really going to see it over there. So when I get a third one, that's where it will go. But I love this. I think it's really, really pretty, and it just adds another cozy element to our favorite place in the house. Coming over to the sideboard now, I just want to kind of bring a little bit back to it. So I've got that wood beaded candle holder, and I'm also going to be switching out the lamp. So this video was filmed before you saw the entryway makeover video where I moved this lamp into the entryway, but I did remove it from behind my sofa here. I wanted something that was more neutral. This has a lot of color, and like I said, I just wanted something that was more neutral. So I picked up this clear glass lamp from Target, and you guys, it looks so similar to the lights that I have in my kitchen above my island, the pendants that I have. It's so perfect. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, but the more I've had it, the more I actually think it's probably the right size because it doesn't interfere with the view into the living room since this is right behind the couch here. But it's so very pretty, and it's see-through, so I just feel like it kind of gives this element of the room being bigger because you can see all the way through it, and I love it. I think it's really, really pretty. And I did buy a trumpet style, a little bit of a trumpet style of a lampshade. It's not my favorite. I would like a little bit more trumpet size, but this will work for now. I think I'm going to keep my eye out for maybe something rattan. Serena and Lily has this gorgeous one that has a scalloped edge, and what I wouldn't give to be able to buy that, but not really in my price range. So I'm going to keep my eye out to see if I find one that I can use as a dupe. But I do love this lamp. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and it really suits the space. Moving into my dining room, I did decide to take the runner off and just leave the table bare for now. We are in the market for a new dining room table. I think I've mentioned this in multiple videos. This table is 1,000,000 years old. It's literally as old as my husband and I. It's from the very early 80s. And yes, we're going to be 40 this year. And the table's got to go. It is being held together by zip ties, and the paint is all peeling off of it, and we're missing one of the leaves. It's not big enough for everybody. If you lean on it too hard, you feel like the whole thing's going to collapse. It's just gotta go. And although I do love the Windsor chairs, they have to go too. They're broken. One of them is like so broken we can't even use it. So we've only got 4 here, and it's just not, it's big enough for our family, but it's not big enough when we have Danny's parents over or his sister or our friends. So it's time to go. I did find a table that I'm interested in. I'd like a nice long rectangle farmhouse table, something in a neutral oak color like my floor. And then I'd like to have black chairs again, but I'd really like a low back. So something that's like mid back so they're not so high like this. something that feels a little less obtrusive with the dining room and the kitchen, because they're so close together. And that's why I do have just those little tiny stools at my island. I just worry that they'll be too obtrusive being so close to each other. So I definitely have my eye out. I know exactly what I want. I found the most beautiful chairs from Magnolia. Oh my goodness. I'll try to remember to link a picture or to show a picture here, but they are incredibly beautiful. I love them. They're exactly the look I want, a traditional, very romantic kind of French cottage house, and they are so beyond out of my price range. They're about $600 a piece, and even if they were in my price range, I just don't know if I could bring myself to buying them. So I'm on the hunt for a dupe. I did find one that was similar, not as ornate or beautiful, but similar at Target. So we'll see. Stay tuned. It is in the works and will be in a future video. Moving over to the coffee bar. Now, as I mentioned already, this video was filmed a long time ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and since then, I have definitely changed up what's going on over here at the coffee bar. You have already seen that in a previous video. That is what it still currently looks like. It does not look like this, but this is what you're going to see. So again, I'm just bringing over that clear tote, taking everything down. I love using these clear totes. We've got the basement now for storage. I've been asked multiple times like where I store things, and that is where I store them, you guys, is in the basement. And Danny has been doing such a great job of kind of organizing them and making sure that they're in like piles. And he's going to be building some shelves for down there. It is in our future plans to finish the basement. We're going to do it ourselves. Danny really wants to do it himself. We're going to take our time, one wall at a time, and we're going to have a nice storage area down there. So stay tuned. That'll be future videos. Not anything coming tomorrow or next month, but it's definitely in the works. So stay tuned for that. As I mentioned, this is not how my coffee bar looks like right now. If you watched, I think it's last week's Sunday reset, you'll see that I ended up putting my Keurig in a nice rattan basket, and it looks so beautiful. It lives over here with a nice big pitcher from Hearth and Hand at Target, and a big beautiful bouquet of silver dollar eucalyptus that are real. They are drying and dying, and I'm hoping that they stay really nice like the ones in my powder room, because those just look so beautiful. But like I said, this is not what it currently looks like, but if you go back to last week's video, you will see how it turned out. That's how it still currently looks. I'm loving having the Keurig in that rattan basket. It keeps the mess from all the splash super clean, and I really appreciate that. I was wiping this down every single day, so that's really nice. But I just think it looks really, really upscale, but this still looks nice too. also just want to mention, you guys, that this is not what my house looks like on a daily basis. If you follow me over on Patreon and you see my weekly vlogs, you'll see what my house looks like day to day. This is what it looks like on the weekend when I'm home and I can actually take the time to declutter and put things away. And although this is what I would like it to look like always, it's just not realistic. We live here. There are 7 of us. There's homework everywhere and school papers and mail and you name it, all over this coffee bar, all over the island. It just is what it is, but this is not real life. This is only the weekends, but when I do have the opportunity to enjoy the house perfectly clean like this, I never want to leave. Moving back into the kitchen now, I'm just going to take a second to wipe down the counters. And as you can see here, you can now see my pendant lights really well. They really do look very similar to that lamp that I picked up at Target. They don't have the bubble glass, but these are, you know, clear, but I love them. When they're not turned on, if they're dusty, you can't see it at all, but when they're turned on, you definitely can see it. So if that's going to drive you crazy, these are not the pendants for you. It doesn't bother me as much because Danny and I are super shrimpy. We don't even notice, like, you know, we don't see, we're not like eye level with them because we're totally short. But when I have taller friends come over, I try really hard to remember to clean them. It is like one of the last things I remember to do though. I really have to be better about it, but I just think that they're so beautiful. I love that they do not intrude on the look of the kitchen. You can see right through them. I think it makes the kitchen look nice and big. I don't know. I just love, love, love these lights. I think they kind of give a bistro feel, which is what I wanted my kitchen to have. Kind of like a cafe, if you will, like a cool coffee house. I don't know. I love this space so very much. So like I said, they do get dirty. If that's going to drive you crazy, they're not for you. But if you do love them, they're extremely affordable. They were less than $100 each. I bought them on Amazon and they are linked in my Amazon storefront. All right, so next up I'm going to work on this really pretty vintage crock that I picked up at a local antique shop. I picked this up at Christmas time to put a faux tree in it in my entryway, and I love it so much that I want to bring it here into my kitchen. At first I thought maybe I would use it to hold utensils, which may be what it eventually turns into, we'll see. But for right now, I'm actually going to add some ficus stems to it to bring some more greenery into my kitchen. This is what they look like. They're from Amazon. They're about $25 for 5 stems, and they're really tall stems. So I'm just taking a second to bend them down to make them work for this space here under my cabinets. But I love these stems. They are really green. So if that doesn't really match with what you've got going on in your house, these are not for you, but they are very, very green. I think they look very realistic. They are soft touch. I do prefer to have real plants. However, this is the kind of plant that I don't want to have to worry about it. I don't want to overwater it. I don't want to forget to water it. So using a faux plant like this is perfect. Plus, I can take it out of the crock at any time if I decide that I do want to use it for greenery or for utensils or something. It's just easy to move these. So I'm going to maneuver these around. Just hang in there with me. This does take me a hot minute, but it turns out so beautiful, and I get a ton of compliments about this when people come over. Just a little bit about everything else that's on that tray. So the tray itself is from Home Goods, and those wooden salt and pepper shakers are from Target. And then the white pitcher there is from, I want to say Home Goods again. And the little bowl that it's in is from TJ Maxx. And then I've got that antique iron spoon in the actual pitcher. The recipe book holder is from Hobby Lobby, and the recipe book is one I picked up at the LL Bean store one time I was in Maine for a camping trip. And here they are in the crock. I think they look so beautiful. Again, I think they look real. Like I could have gone outside and picked some twigs from my yard, even though everything isn't green again yet. But it will be. I just think it looks really beautiful in this area. I've got a lot of greenery. The other items just kind of blend in with the ficus, so absolutely love that. I did end up deciding to go back and add in 2 of these small little wooden spoons just to bring in a little bit more of the wood element, and I think that looks really warm and cozy. Moving to the other side of my kitchen, I have another pitcher. I have a thing for pitchers, apparently. I've got 2 pitchers here, a little creamer pitcher, and then the other one I think is also a creamer pitcher. That's one I had in the coffee bar. I decided to put a little pothos cutting there to let that propagate and to bring in a little bit more color as well, a little piece of greenery. Right next to my pinch pot there, I picked up that riser from a local antique shop. And then I also picked up this bud vase from Target. It is from the Hearth and Hand line. I think it's so pretty. I love the shape. I love the color. And I think it's going to be perfect in my bathroom. So again, I grabbed another pothos cutting, and we're going to bring this into my bathroom. I got this beautiful bamboo bathtub tray for Christmas, and I am just styling it here with a faux candle and this little pothos plant, and I think it looks really pretty. I'd like to get some decorative bath salts or something to add to it as well, just to give it another little touch, maybe a couple of washcloths, but I use this tub at least once or twice a week. I just find it to be so relaxing, and the addition of this tray makes it so much easier to stay in here for a long period of time, catch up on my latest shows, read a book, and bring in a nice glass of wine. It's just so very relaxing. All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of another Sunday reset. I hope that you were able to find some motivation to get some things checked off your list. Or as usual, I hope that you were able to have some relaxed time and hang out with me. I have to say, I am so ready for spring, you guys. Are you feeling the same way? I am ready for warmer weather. I'm ready to plant flowers in my yard. I'm ready to be sitting outside with a cup of coffee. I'm just ready for spring. I'm ready for spring decorations. Have you started already? I've seen a lot of people here on YouTube already putting up spring decor, but when you're still getting snow, it's so hard to feel motivated to put up spring decor. So let me know if you guys are in that headspace too, if you're ready to move into spring decorations, if that's something you want to see. I'm ready to go if you are, so let me know. Thank you guys again for spending some time with me today on this beautiful Sunday. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope your week is just as smooth. Have a great day, my friends. I'll see you soon.